In this lesson, we're still going to look at calculating foreign currencies, but mainly this bit at the bottom, tackling harder problems. Last lesson, you were just looking at multiplying to change into a foreign currency and dividing to come back home. So let's look at this idea and this problem here. So when booking a holiday to Canada, Anna paid £50 for a boat trip. So there's a Canadian flag there. And just as a kind of side, which is quite amusing actually, if you listen to the Canadian national anthem, I don't know if you've ever heard it before, I don't think it sounds very good in this computer, but we'll give it a shot. Listen to this. The start is very much, if you manage to hear that, if you've ever heard of the A-Team, which is quite amazing. I don't know where they get the idea for the Canadian national anthem, but if you manage to hear that, it sounds very much like the A-Team. But anyway, right, there's the A-Team there, if you remember them, B. Baracus and Hannibal and so on. But anyway, right, let's get back to this. So when booking a holiday to Canada, Anna paid £50 for a boat trip. When she was in Canada, she saw the same boat trip advertised for 85 Canadian dollars. The exchange rate was £1 to 1.57 Canadian dollars. How much did she save in pounds and pence by paying for the boat trip before going to Canada? So the way to do this is to break it up into parts that you know and work through it logically. So we'll take a wee bit at a time. So we know that Anna paid £50. So let's write that down. When she was in Canada, she saw it advertised for 85 Canadian dollars. Now, I can't really compare that to £50 unless I can change that into pounds, which I can because there's an exchange rate. So the advertisement was 85 divided by 1.57, so that came to £54 and 14 pence. Remember when you're doing these divisions, if it comes out to a big long number, round it to 2 decimal places in money. And now to answer the question is quite easy just because I've done that, because that cost £54 and 14 and that was £50, so she saved £4 and 14 pence. So when dealing with these kind of best deal questions, for example this one here, I'm not going to do this but I'll show you what the idea is. We've got a phone in euros and a phone in dollars. It's best to change them into the same currency to then compare them to get the best deal. So you would look at the exchange table or exchange rate table here and you see that that's a euro sign. So divide that by 1.24, it'll get you that into pounds. There's dollars, so divide that by 1.55 and it gets that into pounds. And once they're both in pounds, it's easy to see the best deal. Same with these three kind of suitcases. Change them into pounds and then you'll see which one's the best deal. Okay, on to another kind of idea that crops up in these kind of hard problem solving questions. So Mr. Gibson took £1,400 spending money to Hong Kong. I've actually never been to Hong Kong. I would like to go. I nearly went when I went around the world, except I ended up in Singapore instead. The trip got changed a wee bit and I've always wanted to go back. But anyway, Mr. Gibson took £1,400 spending money to Hong Kong. He spent 6,850 Hong Kong dollars in his hotel and 4,580 Hong Kong dollars in food. How many pounds did he have when he returned to Scotland? Now, there's a variety of ways of doing this. The easiest way for me is to work out how much I spent altogether in Hong Kong dollars. So that's just an add sum. That comes to 11,430 Hong Kong dollars. But I need to see what that is in pounds so that I can think about it and how much money I had. So I had 1,400. So if I change this into pounds by dividing by 9.6, because that's what the exchange rate is there. So divide by 9.6 and I spent £1,190.63. Okay, so to see how much I returned with, you take your 1,400 starting and then take that away from it. So that's how much pounds I've got left. 1,400 take away that and I've got £209 and 37 pence. Okay, so there are some other questions on how to get something like how would you get euros to Hong Kong dollars. If you're doing something like that, getting one foreign currency into another one, always try and get back to a base of British pounds. So divide to get to British pounds and then times to get to something else. That's how I would deal with that idea.